an uncomfortable video, but it's needed, and let me tell you why. I'm doing you a disservice by not sharing this information with you, and you're doing a disservice to yourself by at least not listening. So let's do ourselves a favor. I'm going to share, you're going to listen. That's all I ask of you. I want to start back and say this is going to be talking about the elephant in the room for me, because it's kind of an uncomfortable topic, but it's a needed topic. So let me start back, if you're all right with it. I'm going to share with you my story. About 5 years ago in December, so almost 5 years ago, I joined Young Living. Next month will be my oilversary, my 5-year mark. Pretty exciting. When I joined Young Living, I was looking for health and wellness products. I was looking for alternatives. I was looking to live a more clean lifestyle, if you will. I wanted to get away from the chemicals that I had in my house, especially because I was a mom, and I started researching these things and realizing that a lot of the cleaners, a lot of the products I had in my house were not good for me, but they were certainly not good for my kids. So I joined Young Living, fell in love with the product. I'm sure you all can relate. And, you know, at that time, it was a really stressful time for me. About the time I was joining, was my husband was working a deadbeat job that he didn't find joy in, and oftentimes brought the lack of joy home. You know what I mean? He would get up early in the morning before the kids were awake and come home oftentimes after they were already in bed. I often referred to myself as a single mom. I actually stayed at home and I homeschooled my oldest at the time, and I just felt lost. I had simply lost myself. I, of course, love being a mom, and I loved homeschooling at that time, but I just felt like there's got to be something else. I'm not just a mom. I'm not just a wife, and I hated feeling the just. The other part that was stressful at the time was, although my husband worked incredibly long hours every week, he was not compensated for those. And we struggled. He was taken advantage of in his workplace, and we struggled with financially providing for our family. And it was hard. It was very hard on him. It was hard to hear him speak from his heart when he said he felt like a failure. It was hard for me to, you know, just, you want to give your kids the world, and we couldn't even afford our monthly bills. So much so that our family had to help us pay every single month. Talk about pure humiliation. I watched friends and family go on trips and buy new cars, put their kids in extracurricular activities like sports, be able to go to the movies, buy organic food if they wanted. I watched all of that and just thought, how could that ever happen for us? We can't even afford our electric bill this month. We can't afford gas. Oh, the year that we could not go to my parents' house for Christmas because we couldn't afford the gas in the car to get there. So it was a hard season, and one that I felt stuck, and again, I felt lost. And so here it was where these products come into our life, and I knew that there was an income opportunity, but really it was only for the very select, magical, lucky people that got it. It certainly wasn't going to be for me. I was adamantly opposed to it. But you see, I loved the product so much that I couldn't close my mouth about it. I talked about it, not to sell. In fact, I knew I wasn't salesy. I didn't want to be salesy. I didn't want to be pushy, and I certainly didn't want to be annoying to my friends and my circle. So the thing was, since I loved the product and I would hear others, you know, whether they were suffering from something or looking for an alternative, I had the solution. So as a friend, I shared that information with them. Not in a pushy way, in a loving way. And you know what? it was surprising to me how many people wanted to come on board just to experience what our family had experienced. It was awesome. Not a business at all, but it was awesome. It was just a fun way for me to share the love of these products with others. Well, guys, that little hobby of sharing slowly down the road kept growing and growing, and I started receiving these checks every month. And, it started with just a couple checks here and there, but then it became consistent where I was getting about $200 to $300 every single month. And I kept thinking, how is this happening? I've shared with X amount of people, I don't remember how many it was at the time, and some of them had shared with their friends and family. And I'm just looking at these checks every month thinking, this is amazing. This pays for our products that I want in my house, and this pays for a little bit extra. It was awesome. Well, time goes on, and my husband had an issue at work where it had just put such a toll on him as a man, put such a toll on him as a provider. It was a rough time for us. And I remember bawling my eyes out, telling my husband, I don't want my kids to be teenagers and still not have a relationship with you, because he was gone all the time. And it hurt my heart that he was working so hard but wasn't compensated in the ways he should have been. And I sat there crying, just all of these thoughts that I just wanted to be able to provide things for my kids. I wanted to be able to take them on trips. I wanted to be able to do all these things, pay for our own bills, for goodness sakes, not have to rely on family. Well, he said something to me that day. He said, if you keep pursuing this income opportunity with Young Living and you make as much money as I do, I'll quit my job. Well, it had never occurred to me that I could actually make a living, make an income with this product. I knew I was making a couple $100s a month, but I never knew the possibility. And even when I look at the income disclosure at the time, it was not realistic to me at all. But those words were my ticket to freedom. I was in a rough place. We were in a rough place. Our marriage was in a rough place. Our family dynamic was in a rough place. And those words just hit me right in the gut. And I thought, you know what? I love these products. I love these products so much. I love the mission of Young Living. I love the purpose of Young Living. I'm going to stand behind this and I'm going to pursue this. And this is the elephant in the room, is talking about finances. I talk to you guys about products all the time. Why wouldn't I? I love them. So why shouldn't I share with you the possibility with the income opportunity? It's doing you a disservice by me not sharing this information. Some of you watching have never told anybody that you use oils. You are what I like to refer to as a closet user. And that's okay. I was a closet user at the very beginning as well. Some of you may have, shared these products with your friends and family, and you may have even referred a couple. Others of you may be wanting to pursue this income opportunity, or perhaps you're looking for an income opportunity. Whether it is to supplement your income, simply just pay for the products that you're purchasing from Young Living every month. Maybe it's because you want to put your kid in an extracurricular activity. Maybe it's that you want to take your family on a vacation. Perhaps you want to replace your income, build your retirement, supplement your income. There's plenty of different, scenarios of people who are watching right now. And I'm going to just share with you mine. When my husband said those words to me, I decided I'm going to go for this. I am not going to be salesy. I am adamantly going to make sure that I am not a pushy or salesy or pushover type person. I am simply going to make the commitment to share consistently and to share purposefully. So I made it a point to share these products with all of my loved ones, friends, family. Not everybody wanted to be on board, and that's okay. But because of my efforts, my consistency, my commitment, I have continued to climb the ranks in Young Living. I have posted the income disclosure for you to see, and I'm going to talk a little bit about numbers. In the first year and a half of me being in Young Living, I achieved the rank of executive first. Executives get paid on average $550 a month. As an executive, I got paid anywhere between $300 and maybe $900 a month. Shortly after hitting executive, I achieved the rank of silver. On average, silvers make $2,000 a month. Do you know what joy and freedom that felt when me, as a stay-at-home mom, was bringing in $2,000? We didn't have to have family help us pay for bills anymore. And we could go to the movie theater, and we could go eat out a couple of times a month. Can you imagine? It was life-changing for me. It was so freeing to me that I didn't have to lay in bed every night just feeling such guilt and shame over not being able to take care of our own family. We're adults. Why do we have to have other adults helping us? You see, it was so much freedom. After that, I hit the rank of gold. Gold, on average, makes $6,000 a month. $6,000 because you're sharing drops of oil a month. Did you hear that? It's amazing. Platinum. I achieved the rank of platinum, let's see, three years into being in Young Living. Just after my 3rd anniversary, a couple months after my 3rd anniversary, I hit the rank of platinum. Platinum on average brings in $14,000 per month. The month I hit platinum, my husband walked away from his job. Now, I didn't make $14,000 the first month of being platinum. Platinum, the lowest on their income disclosure is $5,000. I believe my first platinum check was $8,000, and my husband walked away from his job, and it was the most amazing day to just sit there and watch him spend time with my boys. My youngest used to ask him every day, "Dad, are you going to work tomorrow?" Anytime he was awake, when his dad would come home, "Dad, are you going to work tomorrow?" And most days, my husband would have to say yes, because you see, at the time, my husband was working 6 or 7 days a week. There were times where he had 60-day stretches where he didn't have a day off. So my little guy at the time would say, "Dad, do you have to work tomorrow?" And when my husband would say yes, you could just see his spirit crumple. But the days that my husband got to say, "I'm not going tomorrow," my little one would run around the house screaming, being super excited. And it was the most precious thing, the day he walked away from his job and told our kids that he was there to play for as many days as they wanted. I got to watch them reconnect. I got to watch them build their relationship because they didn't know each other that well. So he, for months, spent so much time just enjoying life with them, getting to know them. That was freeing. Last year, I hit the rank of diamond. Diamond, on average, brings in $38,000 a month. Now, this is the elephant in the room because a lot of people are uncomfortable talking about money, including me. I will tell you that because I'm not necessarily an established diamond, I don't bring in the average, but my checks of diamond have been upper 20s, and I believe my highest check was about $33,000 in 1 month. So as you can imagine, This has been life-changing for our family, complete freedom for our family. We got to take our kids to Disney World. It was the very first family vacation that we paid for. It used to be whether it was family members saying, come here and we'll buy a hotel room for you. And that was the first real vacation. We went with no agenda, didn't know when we were coming back, didn't really have any parameters around it. It was, we are going to just soak in all the fun, and it was paid for by these drops of oils, by simply sharing these products, the love of these products with others. Guys, we just bought this house. I'm sitting in this house right now. It is a house I never thought I would be able to raise my children in. It's nothing, super huge or fancy, but it's home, and it's something that we financially can afford, that we pay for. We have helped fund adoptions. That has been amazing. We have that on our heart. We've been able to do. We've helped fund missions. We get to enjoy not laying in bed at night being stressed out and humiliated and feeling shame for not being able to take care of our family, but now I get to think, and my husband, we get to talk about, oh my gosh, who can we, totally bless? Who can we help? What can we do? And we have so much freedom in that. This business opportunity, this income opportunity is real. This income opportunity isn't for the lucky. It's for the ones who are committed. It's for the ones who are consistent. It's for the ones who, no matter what, are going to keep on sharing. As simple as that. This business has, I have met some incredible people through Young Living. Some of my very best friends have come through, I've met them through this company. And I've gotten the privilege of watching these people climb the ranks. The friend of mine, April Pointer, who enrolled me in Young Living, who referred me to the product just by telling me she loved the products, she was an executive. So executives, again, make about $500 a month. She was an executive at the time, a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling her kids. Now, I'll say, this isn't just homeschooling moms out there, but these are our stories. But she was an executive when she first introduced me to the company. And I have watched her climb the ranks. She is now at the very top level, Royal Crown Diamond. Do you want to know what the average Royal Crown Diamond makes? Per month. This isn't per year. Per month, they make $141,000. That's just the average. The highest Royal Crown makes $241,000 a month. I have watched this person, this woman who's just like everyone else, a kind mom, doesn't have any extraordinary lucky talents. She's just real. She's you. She's me. She's genuine. I've watched her climb the ranks to the very top, making over $100,000 a month. I've watched myself, I've experienced myself climbing up the ranks, making $30,000 a month. This isn't for the lucky. It isn't for the few. It's for you, if you want it to be. All you have to do is share these products with others. I wanted to share this with you today simply because why shouldn't I? Why would I keep that information from you? So I hope that I did it with grace. I hope you receive it well. And just know that there's a lot of people, I know this because I was one. There's a lot of people out there who are struggling, whether it's struggling with their purpose, whether it's struggling financially, and there is a solution. There's plenty of solutions out there, but there is a solution here, right here, with products you already like, know, trust. So I want to offer this opportunity to you. If you're interested about learning how simple it is to share with others, message me or comment below or reach out to the person who introduced you to Young Living. I just am excited to see what the future holds for many of you who are struggling right now. I hope this just opened your eyes, and I wish you well, and I hope to see you at the top with me, because I'm going there. Yes, I am. There's plenty of other things in this world that I can't wait to do. There's plenty of other causes that I can't wait to support. So I'll see you there.